We are seen on the periphery of the church's main mission to do other stuff. And since we as a church are so parish-oriented, and the parish is geographical, that we don't see jails and prisons as being very important at all. And so this morning, I want to talk to you about whether you want to call it the theology of correctional ministries, or why we do this, and how important it is to see it as part of the church's mission. You need to understand that when people ask you, why are you doing this? You don't just come up with Matthew 25. Now, I am certainly very much aware of Matthew 25. We all are. But some of us, when we answer the question as to why you're doing it, it's the only scripture we can quote, as if there's nothing else in the scriptures to support us in what we do. The reality is, the whole Bible describes what we should be doing, and correctional ministries is part of that. Our tradition is always about opting for the poor and going out to those who are lost and forgotten and forsaken. If you read the scriptures, that's our tradition as Catholics. You know, we have that option for the poor. It's just that it's almost like we're apologetic. Like Matthew 25, yeah, I know that scripture. But our whole tradition is about respecting life in all its forms, encouraging people to understand their dignity that comes not from their worthiness, but because of God's grace and His love. And we need to be very clear. We understand why we're doing what we're doing. And also, we need to be very clear as to what we're going to do once we get in there. You're not a medic. You're not a lawyer. You're not a bail bondsman. You know, you're not some of the things that the inmates say they need so desperately. And if you're not careful, if you don't go in there with a clear sense that you're to proclaim the good news and that it has great importance, and that the inmates may not understand how important it is, and that at times you're going to have inmates say, well, I need somebody to help me get out of jail. I don't need a Bible. You know, I need this. And they do. I've been known at the Harris County Jail to go outside, go to a car, and the window rolls down, and a woman takes teeth and gives them to me. And I hold them in a napkin, and I bring them up to the Harris County Jail. Because this inmate can't eat, and he needs his teeth. Now, I try not to do that very often, you know. I try to get them glasses. You know, I find it very ironic that we have some preachers that say, I'm not there to give them glasses. Well, then why are you giving them a Bible when they can't read it? It makes no sense whatsoever to give somebody a Bible if you're not helping them get some glasses. There are social work things that we're going to do, but that's not what we're there for. We're there for far more important reasons. And don't let the inmates try to con you and say, no, I don't need that. I need, you know, medical care, which they do. You know that 60% of those in jails and prisons are there for mental health reasons? 60%. The Harris County Jail is the largest mental health facility in the entire county. It's awful. It's awful. The medical stuff, I'm a diabetic. I have inmates all the time say, well, the nurse just told me I'm a diabetic, but she didn't tell me what to do with it. And so they give me a commissary list of things that they can order to supplement their food. And they'll say, Father, what things on here can I order? And I think, thank you. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing for the diabetic. There's nothing there. So what good does it do for somebody to tell an inmate for the first time they're diabetic without also helping them to explain how to manage it? So I'm not suggesting to you you're never going to be doing social work things, but I'm just saying you're not a social worker, and you're not a medical person, and you're not a lawyer, and you need to go in there with a very clear mind that you have the good news to proclaim, and that good news is powerful. It's something that will truly give them freedom, even if they don't have teeth, and even if they don't have eyeglasses. When people, and I might as well end this talk right now because I'm going to give you the answer. Why do we go into jails and prisons? Why do we do correctional ministries? I'm going to give you the answer, okay? And I'm not going to say Matthew 25. When people ask me why, I say, well, I'm going to tell you why. Because Jesus tells us to. It's as simple as that. Jesus tells us to do this.